Welcome back. I'm Monica Coleman. Yesterday's performances by both candidates are now being examined. President Joe Biden struggling throughout the 90-minute event. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump deflected questions and made several false claims. Here's how some voters on both sides of the aisle reacted right after the debate. You briefly heard there Newsom being asked if he would replace Biden on the presidential ticket, which he declined, saying he stands with the president. Meanwhile, take a look behind me. You can see the New York Times headline. This is just one of the many headlines from a few news outlets. Biden supporters had hoped last night's debate would calm worries that the 81-year-old was too old for another term, but this has appeared to do the opposite. Most families go for the carnival rides, food, and entertainment, but for the first time, some people will be going to the fair to buy and consume cannabis. ABC 10's Candace Red is live at Cal Expo with more on this story. Hey, Candace. Well, Candace, I do have a question. Can you bring your own weed into the cannabis lounge? Okay, now we know. If you want to enjoy, you know where to go. If you do not, you know where not to go. Candace, thank you. Good sign for potential home buyers. For the fourth straight week, the average long-term mortgage rate took a slight dip. The benchmark 30-year rate slid to 6.28% from 6.32% the previous week.
Able to get reunified, right?
Yes, that was also the Unification Center. And last night we saw Devin there all night as people were being reunited with their children, little kids telling their parents that they had to hide for an hour and 45 minutes, which can be a very long time, not just for a little kid, but for anybody, especially when there's an active shooter on the grounds in a place where they're supposed to be safe. And Candace, we know Nikki Haley is expected to speak today as well. She was a last-minute addition, saying yes on Sunday after Trump was almost assassinated. So we'll be curious to see what she has to say after them being really big rivals when they were both running for that nomination. The FBI issuing a new bulletin in the wake of the assassination attempt on former President Trump. It warns of possible violence at election-related events. It also reveals that on the day of the Trump rally, the shooter, Thomas Crooks, purchased 50 rounds of ammunition from a gun shop in his hometown. Candace, we'll check in with Robin a little bit to see if maybe we can use that Delta breeze to cool down the house today and not have to turn on the AC at all. Okay, thank you so much for that report. Amazon Prime Day is here. While shoppers are busy swiping and clicking, experts are warning scammers are getting busy too. The Better Business Bureau warning everyone. The man who allegedly escaped from prison while helping a fire crew has been recaptured. State corrections officials say this week, 2 Sacramento City Council members announced a plan to hold business owners accountable for stolen or abandoned shopping carts, but not everyone is happy about it. ABC 10's Roxana Elias explains why there are mixed emotions. Today, 9 first-time home-buying families, including 31 children, received the keys to their brand-new affordable homes. The homes located in South Sacramento is the first of its kind in the area. The news just in out of the courtroom in Davis on the accused stabbing suspect. What the court findings show. What's next for him? A live report next at 11.
Most importantly, it is finally playoff time.
I know, we waited so long, almost 2 decades to be at this very moment, from Natomas now to downtown. We'll talk about that journey from Arco Arena to the Golden One Center. But first, talk to us about the forecast, Brendan. What can we expect? In other news, retail theft is something that's impacting all of us, raising the price of everyday items for people like you and me. According to the National Retail Federation, 67% of businesses report seeing repeat offenders. ABC 10's Devin Truby spoke with Sacramento County officials who are getting more and more frustrated. Okay, so listen to this. Wendy's is set to test surge pricing. So the cost of your burger would change depending on the time of the day. So $11.25, it may be less. $11.26, may change again.
12 o'clock, double the price.
ABC's Rebecca Jarvis has the details. And I'm Monica Coleman. Let's take a look at your weather and traffic. Rob, I stepped outside this morning. I said, ooh, I may need a little jacket. A bomb threat at a Sacramento Public Library is under investigation. Take a look. This was the scene yesterday evening at the Art Endemic Community Library on just days after former President Donald Trump survived an attempted assassination. Our local lawmakers are reflecting on the threats they have been receiving. One of those threats just happening last week to Republican Congressman John Duarte. And if you are lucky enough to have AC, you are most likely putting it to work, but it can get expensive. ABC 10's Candace Red is live in Sacramento with ways to save on your energy bill. Candace, we'll check in with Robin a little bit to see if maybe we can use that Delta breeze to cool down the house today and not have to turn on the AC at all. Okay, thank you so much for that report. Your time is 5:19. Let's talk dollars and cents. As the affordable housing crisis continues, President Joe Biden is proposing a cap on annual rent increases. I think it's fair to say she really did think that her dog was sick due to the water, but it's also a good reminder not to believe everything you see on the internet and to get the facts first.
Exactly.
And I'm Monica Coleman. We have your top stories in a moment, but first let's take a look at your weather and traffic. Like Walt said, it's chilly outside, Rob. Maybe a light jacket if you're going on a quick jog. A nonprofit organization says this is the first time in their 41-year history that their entire campus had to close unexpectedly. Sacramento police say a woman was found dead near the Loaves and Fishes campus yesterday. The Liberty Justice Center, a nonprofit organization, is now suing Governor Gavin Newsom over a new law. It bans school districts from having policies requiring parents to be notified of their students' gender identity changes. Former Stockton Mayor Michael Tubbs is seeking higher office. He just filed to run for lieutenant governor in 2026.
A region.
Yeah. ABC 10's Jordan Tolbert is here with a few project updates and some of the work impacting you.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
That's exactly right.
Krabby Patties, bubbles, and jellyfishing are some of what has drawn young audience for many years as SpongeBob SquarePants. And our very own Marcus Allen joins us to tell us more about the 25th anniversary of this iconic show. Hey, Mark.